to take a city.
Mm-hmm.
What?
This is
Well-
literally going to be the easiest recap in history because this now takes place right after the events with Sho'Nuff, where he's walking around with like 100 gearmen, trying to intimidate them to join the king's army or his personal army.
This is the executioner.
Yeah, I ordered 100 gearmen, at least half the Jaegers, to follow him around, to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
See, I'll let Scrap take it from there.
Well, since I know William said he was probably going to go visit an site away from the town, and he probably still has his device on to where I can communicate with him, I'm going to send a message to Seawall. Now, can I contact you on like the radio, Seawall, or is this like through like Morse code? That you get a message in Morse code?
Well, it depends on where I am and what time of day. It'd probably be the beep code, as it's called.
Alright. So we'll get some of the gearmen or whoever, like, the people are there fishing to send the beep code, and I'll have them send a message out to William saying a situation has presented itself. Kiri was mortally wounded but survived.
Okay.
King's executioner bringing big problem. 4 gearmen confirmed dead.
I will immediately return to the Gearman HQ in the capital city in Springwood. Question: Is the princess currently away at the prison?
Yes, and they also, I think Scrap also didn't know that that the major of the paladins is here and is awaiting transport for a very dangerous family to go to the prison.
Yes, and I remember telling that paladin that I would dispatch some gearmen as well to help improve the security as we do. As from what he told me, these are probably very dangerous people we don't even want to keep our eyes on at all times. So I told him I would, dispatch gearmen whenever they start to arrive, so that way they can help increase security.
And I remember Snuffles and Mittens did what they could to keep Harriet safe.
Yeah, Harriet is in Veb's personal wine basement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be at the Gearman HQ probably trying to coordinate with all the gearmen to... Basically, we're on high alert right now, so probably all the gearmen are here giving out orders of double patrol routes. We're keeping an eye on this guy. We got an expected prisoner coming through town that's going to be transferred to the Paladin's care, so we're going to dispatch some gearmen and Jaegers to help provide security. And basically, I'll just be at the Gearman HQ, literally like going through all of this, trying to get men to where they're needed, and I'll basically be there.
Yeah, because half your gearman is pretty much afraid now.
Okay.
Well, then again, he pretty much cleaned 5 gearmen's heads clean off, so just to negotiate.
I thought it was 4 with 1 shadow.
But they think it's 5.
Oh, they think it's 5. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
it's 4 with 1. But yeah, it's 4 with 1 shadow.
So have I returned?
Yes, you are returned.
Okay, I'm gonna try to bolster them with basically a private pamphlet only given out to the gearmen using my philosophy. Basically, doing the whole, the fact that they're doing this means they fear us, that we are the ones in this true strong position. Basically, trying to twist their fear and the situation into our advantage.
All right, roll, and you have to be at 24. Yes, that's what I was rolling earlier to see how much he can put the fear of God into them.
And this will be the philosophy.
Yeah.
29.
All right. Well,
Are you not Gearman? You have the most advanced weapons in this world that require no specialized magic. They fear us. So stand strong and tall. We command the future, not them. A future of steel and steam.
Their actions today prove that not only do they not understand this, but they do not want you, the common people, to be able to defend yourselves and have this new technology. They're scared. They're lashing out their last desperate breath to show them that they think they're still in control.
yeah, you're right. We'll avenge our fallen brothers. Yeah.
For now, though, we must be careful. The future may be ours, but we must be cautious. A cornered animal is the most dangerous, as you all should know. So for now, stay on your patrols. Watch out for one another. But know in your hearts, we will win.
Make sure your comrades keep an eye on you. As William said, a dangerous animal is the most dangerous type that there is. A cornered animal is the most dangerous type there is.
As one
cornering the king.
As one of the gear members, like, sir, you shouldn't be at bed. That cursed scythe is still running through your veins.
I know, but at the same time, you should at least hear some of my words.
Like Sister Heart said, it's gonna take a day for the curse to clear out.
Yeah, I know. Sister Heart, she's a good woman. Harriet, another wonderful woman. My God, that king is a goddamn piece of shit.
I'm gonna
try reaching for like a bottle of Louis the 15th, Louis the 17th, because fuck it.
Quick little Constitution check to make sure you can actually grab the bottle.
Could I try to craft something alchemical to help keep him going?
Say again?
Could I try to adapt my my kind of magic suppression thing? Because remember, right, Kira, you don't use magic, do you?
No, I don't use magic.
Why? Could I try to using my alchemical knowledge and equipment, try to come up with something to help him out a little bit? You know.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Based on that suppression thing.
William, scrapped the twins tell Scrap straight up.
Yeah.
Like anti-magic does not work on this guy. The spells the sages put on him, anti-magic does not work.
Ty, so I'm gonna let you know. Is the potion that I've created kind of an anti-magic field equivalent, but inside of a person?
Yeah.
Nothing short of a power of a god can override an anti-magic field. You know how powerful that is, Ty. You're talking about even dragons are shut down by these things. Anti-magic fields are very powerful.
They are very terrifying.
Yeah. So
also, I rolled a 21 for your Constitution save.
Yeah. So I just want to confirm. You're saying this has a power. This is equivalent to a god in power.
No, the mage is not gods. There's only one god you have to face, and you're going to face her way to end the campaign.
There is only one god we ever have to deal with, and that's called the DM.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
I'm just saying that the power scaling a little bit. We're level 9 characters, and you're throwing a curse at us that is little out there. And I'm not saying that
there's actually several things why the curse is actually active, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that probably in a couple minutes. And yeah,
okay. I got a 42 to try to adapt it into something that it may be something he has to take daily.
Okay.
Maybe take weekly. I don't know. But
one. The curse only wears off after 24 hours, thanks to Sister Heart's holy magic, and two, Web, you are strong enough to actually grab the bottle and just walk away with it, no problem. Yeah. And three, you do fight. You take. I want to say you take a sample of Web's cursed blood and come up with an anti-magic field for that curse save.
More specifically, it's basically just I'm giving him medicine, equivalent to magical medicine.
Yeah.
Yep. And I follow down with a shot of brandy.
I will. I'll look at here and then look back at all the gearmen and say, "This man right here faced death in front. He stared down death itself, and he still has the power to come up here and tell you men that they over there, the king and his minions, will try anything to get their way again. Remember that. Remember his strength on how he was almost at death's door, but he persisted. I have known this man for a while. He is a stubborn bastard, but a good one.
And I assure you, I can outdrink any of you. Except you, big drink master. You are actually up there. You're actually someone that can actually stand with me when it comes to drinking. And he's just pointing at like a random orc character that already has 2 pints in his hand.
I'm gonna say he's pointing at what's it called because someone attacked his daughter's bar.
Yes. Yeah, he's talking to Orca.
Orca, yeah.
I will then look at all the gearmen. But that is foul. You men have your orders. We are to keep a tight lookout for everything. We'll start doing shifts for the 100 gearmen to watch that executioner. And the Jaegers that are also responsible for watching will make sure to change out so they don't tire themselves. But we are on extra high alert today. We don't know what this executioner could bring, if he'll bring more people, or more foes will come in. Keep an eye out. Watch not only your back, but your buddy's back. And make sure you keep the civilians safe.
And to all those other to everyone out here, I am proud of you. Fear is something we all face. It's how we deal with that fear. By you being here, that shows you are willing to swallow your fear and break through it. Make sure you, your brothers, and your sisters, they shall know no fear. And Veb holds an entire pint of brandy right above him.
And all the gearmen hold their pint of brandy right above them.
Oh, good God, there's going to be a lot of liver transplants in the future.
You're assuming I can't come up with an alchemical solution to repair it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Look. You'll have your orders.
And Veb will get off the bench. He will then, with his glass, individually clink every gearman that is here. We shall know no fear. We shall overcome it. For that which we love is always behind us, and that which we fear is in front of us. We are the bulwark. We shall know no sickness. We shall know no fear, and We shall never let that which hurts those we love get behind us. As he's going around clinking individual glasses.
Like the American orcas helping you because, well, you're still not exactly at full strength yet.
Trust me. Trust me. Veb is absolutely soldiering it the best he can.
I'll look at William, and I'll say, after this, I have someone to introduce you to. After this.
Of course.
And I'll just basically watch as Kiri goes one by one, just clinking the glass of every gearman.
Like
all, what'd you say, Ty? It was like all 400?
Yeah. Well, minus the 100 that's watching Sho'Nuff around the clock.
Yeah. And I'll go, and I basically kind of raise my glass. And now, to all of them, something else that needs to be done. Our numbers are growing, but we need to have them grow faster. We need more recruits. You are the first generation of gearmen. We need to start the second generation as soon as possible. This world is a cruel and unforgiving place. So go out there and recruit. Find more. Find those that are like-minded. Show them what the future holds. A brighter future than what can ever be, that has ever been imagined. Magic has stagnated for years. For hundreds of years, people have lived in the same standards of living. And look at the city now. Lighting at night. Plentiful food. Work for all. Material wealth that many couldn't even begin to have imagined. The world is changing. Help me. Will you all help me be the heralds of this new world?
I can't even. Damn it! It's too low for you to. It wins by default. So he just like yeah. We were and then the paladins walk in. Like, I'm sorry, were we interrupting something?
No. I just go. I just basically quiet them all down. Go no. We were just dealing with the aftermath.
Yeah, Major Bloodstone told us to keep an eye on this executioner, and he's still. The only reason still is not with us is pretty much sharpening his sword down on a tree somewhere, saying if it wasn't for my oath, if it wasn't for my oath, if it wasn't for my oath.
Understandable. How many of you are here right now?
3 of us and Major Bloodstone will be joining us when the family arrives tomorrow morning. Like,
right. I will.
And one of them even shows what I say, family.
Right. I was told by Major Bloodstone that there's going to be a high-risk prisoner passing through here that he was personally going to guard.
Yeah.
I will talk with you 3 in Major Bloodstone soon. I would like to also have a small contingent of gearmen as well, escort with you as well, as to improve the security. Not that I say your abilities are lacking, but as extra security. From what he told me, these individuals are dangerous, so every precaution is necessary.
When you have a child, when one of them is a child serial killer that's raised by 2 more serial killers, yeah.
When will they be arriving? I need the exact time and everything.
1800 hours tomorrow morning, according to the scouts. Unfortunately, the ship's going to be late for us. I guess for an interesting reason. So it's gonna be town for at least a week.
I will.
I'm sorry in advance.
Sometimes plans change and schedules are messed up. But what I will do is once Major Bloodstone is back, I will each talk to you, all four of you, and come up with contingencies, planning, and others for when these people come in. For now, please, rest now. You will have a lot of duties tomorrow with guarding these sick people.
Yes, sir. And they go up to the room to rest.
Oh,
You guys think I went a little heavy on that?
I'm gonna look at her and be like, well, since you went against doctor's advice, you may have to rest for probably an additional day, but
At least when it came to motivating.
I know. Don't try to overexert yourself, my friend. You don't want it to get even worse. I'll contact Sister Heart to see if maybe she needs to treat you again if it gets any worse. If the pain does get worse, let the medics know, and we'll immediately get Sister Heart down here.
Alright. Also, in case you care to know, Harriet, she's taking my individual quarters. Snuffles and Mittens are keeping her safe.
That's good.
I'll just rest on the couch right outside my quarters.
I'll keep having at least a doctor by your side almost all the time as to keep track. We don't want anything to be missed when it comes to your health.
Especially with the effects of that damn scythe. Fucking cursed items.
Get your rest for now. There's plenty more to discuss later.
Have a good one.
Take care, brother.
And Beb goes to kind of like, I don't know what exactly you'd call this area, like a common.
I guess the accountant's room and back office.
They like back office, finds a comfortable chair, goes into it, and just goes to sleep.
I will then look at William. I think it's about time that I introduce you to two guests. They have been wanting to meet with you.
Let's go then.
All right. Ty, I will take William, and I'll take a couple gearmen with me, and look like a standard patrol, and we'll head to the Gearman's HQ, or the Gearman Barracks. Now, go up to some of the... Are there, like, some guards at the... Or some people at the Gearman Barracks?
Oh, yeah.
Like clerks. I'll look at some of the clerks and be like, excuse me, are the two people... Are they where they should be?
Yes. Yes, and he pulls up another head. Unfortunately, someone didn't exactly like that. We gotta stop him. He's insane.
In all time, we're already planning on it. For now, are the other two safe in their room?
Yes. They saved and sound.
Good. I'll be heading in there with Will. Have the gearmen keep an eye out. They even see him up front. They even see the executioner even get within 5 blocks. Let me know. Now look at William.
Yes, sir.
This way, William.
I'll
And
follow.
we'll take him to a room that has... It's just a normal barracks room. Now, open it up. Be like, Megan, Michael, you guys in here?
Yes, we are, and you actually see them studying plans to see if they could find a way to kill the executioner, but all of them were like scribbled out like, no, we can't kill him with that because of this. No, we can't kill him with that because of the of the si- of his gauntlet. No, we can't come up close with that scythe. He'll murder us in 4.5 seconds. In other words, they want vengeance too. The problem is they know they can't exactly do it at their strength.
Gotcha. I will approach both of them and both pat them on the head, be like, I see that you're working diligently to also find a way. But don't worry. We already have plans coming up. But first, there's someone I'd like you to meet. You can come in, William.
He'll enter, wearing his standard overcoat and all that stuff. They'll see that he has probably slung over his back his rifle and that backpack boiler.
Megan, Michael, this is William. He is the main leader of this town and a good friend of mine.
They stand up and bow, and Megan's like, "Are you the one that saved I don't want to say senpai, but that's pretty much what he is to what they are like. Are you the one that saved senpai's life?"
We've worked together. We've been allies for a time.
She deeply bows, like, "Thank you." Like, is there anything you need from us?
For now, keep your heads down. You two could be potentially good allies in the long term. I don't want to see any Scrap has spoken highly of you, and I hope that you would have a bright future with our organization.
Yes, I actually want to be one of Scrap's cooks once all this is over. No, I'm not going to put any poison in the food.
Give like a little chuck. I'm gonna give a little chuckle and just like give her a little like rubbing her head as I'm just chuckling a little bit.
The
I was able to sit.
only thing I know is that apparently I saw him out the window and I said something about we're leaving town for a day or two. So I guess this is the time he's going to recharge the spell.
Yes, that was the other thing I wanted to bring up, William. It seems like this executioner, the spells that are given to him, he is not a very adept at magic, but the king's specialized mages, court mages, seem to give him spells that makes him almost near invulnerable. But there's one problem with them. They last possibly 24 or 48 hours before the spells dissipate. And I think that from this timeline and what he said, he's most likely going to get his spells back, to get them reconjured back. So that way he can do his work. So if there's any opportune time to eliminate him, it's before he makes it back to the castle. Or we can eliminate the court magician or court mages. As they seem to be the only ones who have the knowledge and the spells to give him the certain buffs that he needs.
We could try to slip that magical suppressing alchemical item into their food, shut down their ability to give them the power, and then we just make him disappear.
Yes, it would be very useful once they lose their spunk, per se. We at least got to do it before he receives the powers.
Like Shao 5 to the Shao, like calling Shao 5 Shadow 5 calling Shadow 1. Do you with me?
This is Shadow 1. What's the situation?
The Sho'Nuff seems to be setting up camp outside, and a bunch of guards are surrounding him. There's also seemed to be about 5 or 6 men walking towards Sho'Nuff's location.
Walking towards what?
Sho'Nuff's location.
Sure enough.
The executioner.
How many?
About 5 or 6.
Are these people wearing anything specific? Cloaks, rogue, they look like regular people.
No, they're definitely wearing cloaks. But it looks like they're surrounded by what's left of the king's men. The only thing only thing that's missing is the captain of the guards and his bodyguard itself.
How many men in total do they have? Give me a rough estimate. I don't need you to count precisely.
It looks like 20 for sure, 20 for the executioner, and another 30 for the I guess his guest for the night.
Good copy. Shadow 5. Keep into the shadows. Do not try to get spotted. Your main goal right now is observation. Anything else happens, anything that needs to be updated, let me know immediately. I may dispatch another shadow to help with surveillance.
Yes, sir.
Now look at William.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like our friend has set up camp outside the city with about 20 guards guarding himself. But there also seems to be something else. 5 cloaked individuals being guarded by 30 of the king's men, also being escorted to him. If I think I know who this might be, these either may be the court mages that are being guarded. Seems like he doesn't have to go back to the castle. They can just do the spells at the camp. Give me one moment. There's a Shadow 1 to Shadow 5. How long before the cloaked individuals make it to the camp?
Should be less than an hour.
Copy. Seems like we have a little under an hour for a window of time. Should we try to dispatch some Jaegers and Shadows to dispense of these people?
I tell you, I'm gonna advise that we don't want to kill them. Make it seem like their magic has failed. Let's give them some of that anti-magical potion we've got. Slip it into their food or into the water or something. Then they won't be able to cast it, and hopefully hopefully they can then deal with the executioner quietly. Try to reduce the number of bodies we create, not increase it.
It'll take about probably less than an hour for them to reach the camp.
Mm-hmm.
So we could try to get their food, but they're traveling there. It'll be a little bit difficult. We could. What time of day is it right now, Ty? It's like morning,
late afternoon to early evening.
I have an idea, William.
Before you do that, what did I miss in the last 2-3 minutes? What did I miss?
Basically, the executioner set up camp at the outside of town and introduced William to the twins, and we may have a plan. We think that the court magicians are being brought to the executioner at his camp outside of town.
Okay.
I will look.
Since it's very early evening, Veb, instead of just passing out, he's going to have a coffee and just keep himself going.
And at this point,
And light work.
At this point, Bloodpike enters the bars. You can see his bloody fists. You can see his bloody fist on it. You can see his fist full of blood from pretty much punching a tree all night long.
I'll look at Williams. Oh, go ahead.
I provide the strongest whiskey I have.
Thanks. I'm sorry I couldn't help you earlier.
The fact you're here now is all that matters.
You should really get some rest, dude. Thank God, not exactly thing to talk. As he starts to cast heal on himself to heal his own wounds.
If not me, then who manages the bar? Everyone here deserves the best of the best.
Yeah, but best of the best doesn't do much there, does it? Trust me. If we get this guy of some charges or force him to get fired, I'll be more than happy to send him a boat and personally watch as he slaves away to the desert as he slowly drops the. Stop! I'm a paladin.
Veb puts his hand on his shoulders and says, "Just imagine him working in Hawksis, the mines up north, where it's so goddamn freaking cold."
Yes. Unfortunately, I'd stepped with him before. Surrounding isn't exactly his main suit. And since he's an executioner, and not what he actually says a freaking assassin, we can't do. Our hands are tied due to legal mumble jumble.
Hey, I trust that you guys will be able to find something. Because let's be honest. Theoretically, executioners. Theoretically, they're from the outreaches of society. The undesirables, if you would. Someone to be considered that high up, with that kind of position, that definitely would suggest there's probably a lot of skeletons in the closet. I trust you guys. I trust you can find something. And Veb just takes a little quick shot of whiskey for himself.
And it's well, to a safe and to a good game, safe and better, my friend. And cheers the bell and drinks the alcohol to numb the pain in his hand.
Rock and stone, my brother. Rock and stone.
Sorry, Scrap. Continue.
No, you're alright. You got me time to get some raviolis. Alright. I'll look at William and say, I have a plan for this time of day. It wouldn't be all too unlikely. With your anti-magic potion, all we have to do is feed it to them, correct?
Yes.
Well, they're heading down a very popular road. There are bound to be merchants and stalls going to the next town over. Maybe they passed by one of these stalls and they say, hey, we have some leftover food. We don't want it to get raw or stale or rot. Would you guys like it for free? little bit of free food on their way. Who would refuse that? Especially if it's, say, a traveling store or traveling food stall that serves donuts.
Mhm.
We can easily put the mixture in with the donuts.
The power of donuts wins again.
Have you ever had a good donut dip? Oh wait, donut dip is a regional area. It's a regional thing here with only 2 locations. It's a very, very good donut place. Much better than Dunkin' Donuts, and much better than Krispy Kreme.
Oh damn! If we could beat Krispy Kreme's donuts, I want to go there and try that sometime.
They're good stuff.
All right, so
William, is that a plan that you can greenlit, or you think that's a good idea?
It should work.
I'll get the stalls ready. I'll get the food preparation ready as well. So I am going to excuse myself as I head over to procure a traveling cart. We're gonna have, and I'm gonna get some donuts that are like maybe like a day or 2 before they need to be thrown out. And I'll start getting them ready.
You can find the traveling cart by Enzo's. So not Orca's because he had to use it as his war is being rebuilt. But
so a day or 2 before they become bagels.
Yes, and I will.
And I assume you get the old donuts from Emzo's place, so that means you run the major blood pike and Veb talking.
Yep, Veb would have ensured that everything was kept in order, everything was good, no one went into the back rooms that weren't authorized, and spoke with cooks periodically to see which is like some old inventory.
I'm gonna so as I'm going through the bar to get the donuts, I stop. It's like, Veb,
Veb, how are you?
See, now I'm starting to sound like a parrot. I told you that you're gonna need rest. We can have some of the cooks help look over it. You need rest, my friend. Are you at least doing light work, at least?
I haven't been hauling any kegs today, which just feels weird.
We will have some other people do it.
Yes. It's been barely any physical labor at all.
Alright, that's good. You need to...
Just walking, serving drinks. That's pretty much been it. Barely leaving the bar.
Alright, that's good. At least you're doing much better. Oh, Major Blood Pie, it's a honor to meet you again. Do I see his wounded hands?
Yeah, you see his wounded. You see his wounded arm and pretty much pretty much his bloody hands.
I'm gonna look at Blood Pike, be like, I know I heard about what you were doing all night. I know you blame yourself. All you can do now is do right. Have your actions do right again. You're a good friend to Veb. And I do believe that you two are the biggest drinkers I have ever seen. I will discuss more with you about the prisoner transfer, but for now, hey, Veb, do we have inventory of donuts that are at least have maybe one more day before they need to be thrown out?
Yeah. And Veb will just, slowly move towards an area. Okay, so these donuts, if we can't get them done by tomorrow, they're basically not good. The pile next to that will be those that are good for another 2 days. And it'll basically just show like groups that are, if we can't get this sold within a day, they need to be thrown out. If we can get these done within 2 days, they're okay. They got 3 days of life left, 4 days of life left, etc., etc. But yes,
All right.
guys, these are the ones we absolutely have to sell by tomorrow.
Well, I think I'll have perfect customers for that. Can I get all the ones that are at least one more day before we have to throw them out?
Sure, you can have them all.
Alright. Now start,
It's a shame. Blackberry jelly. Why do you not sell so well?
I think this will be a big hit soon. Trust me. And I'll start, taking the donuts, and I'll get the cart. And as I'm checking out, having everything, I'm going to get ready to put on a disguise kit and disguise myself as like as a food merchant. Maybe he's a decent sized person. Doesn't have too much fat, but he sometimes samples his own.
Do you want me to give you my Bowie knife so you can shave? Okay, technically it's just a simple dagger, but I imagine the idea of a Bowie knife is just a thing people would have.
Yeah. I have some of the utensils for the for donut making. I should about have everything. Oh, right, the last thing. I'll head over to William. William, do you have the bottle ready?
I'll hand you one of them.
Excellent. How much does a person need to ingest to take full effect? What would you say?
I'll tell him what the amount is that I normally give to my current magical researcher.
And then you'll see me take out a syringe. I will fill it up exactly to the measure you told me, and I'll start poking into the donuts and start filling them up with the anti-magic serum with the right amount and everything. And I will say, well, I must get ready to head off. Would you like to accompany me, William? At least put up the disguise more of a traveling food merchant who is heading to another town, but still has some product left that he would like to give away before he makes to the next town.
So yeah, I'll oversee the operation, make sure that hopefully that your guys get them to ingest it, so the guy then can't get his power. Then we can then we can disappear his ass.
Yes. So, we're gonna have to change your outfit if you want to come with me. That doesn't read food merchant.
I'll be at a distance, don't worry.
Oh, look at the twins. I got a mission to do now. If this works, then we'll be able to get our revenge on the executioner. For now, you two stay here. I know I see you working on ways to basically fix what type of poisons. I know you guys are struggling with that, but don't worry. If this plan works, then I'll make sure that you two get your revenge as well. There's also someone I would like to meet afterwards. A person taking care of some plants for me. Plants that I think you two would really like. Stuff that hasn't been seen for quite some time.
All right, sir.
I will guard both of them and I'll each give them a hug.
And
Don't
they
worry,
hug you
I'll be
back.
back.
They hug you back, making kiss you on the cheek, and
I'll look at them and say, I'll be back. Don't worry.
and they went back to try and draw up plans to make the execution thing as painful as possible.
I'll look at William. You ready?
I'll observe from a distance.
And I'll also let me double check it. Yes, I will also take, or I'll call up Shadow 7. And Shadow 7, his background is a low-level merchant, so I'll also have him join with me as well. Of course, ditching the shadow disguise and putting on his normal merchant attire.
Alright, so I'm going to say Sho'Nuff's camp is about here, and the last known place for the merchants for the king's what you call it is about here.
Alright, so we will start to make our way. Also telling Shadow 5 to see if they can figure of any way to slow down the congregation before they meet with the execution. You know, like maybe a fallen tree or some wild animals that got too close. Basically make it look like it's realistic and that it happens almost all the time.
I have an idea.
Let's bring suspicion back to.
The next thing you hear is the next thing you hear is someone hanging bear with what seems to be cocaine.
I would be very terrified of what would happen with Veb if he was exposed to that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you have at least so the trip has been extended through at least half hour while the deal of cocaine bear. Which I want to see that movie, by the way.
I know that movie.
It's a good movie. You guys really have to see it.
It's like a slapstick comedy. Like it's really good, comedic.
No, it's actually based on real life.
Yes.
I know about the cocaine bear. It's hilarious that they made a movie about it. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I will. We'll start traveling to hopefully meet with the congregation as we'll have. I'm guessing William's following a little bit behind, but keeping watch.
Yeah, keeping hidden.
Well, I'll just talk with the other shadow, and just basically pretend like we're making up small talk about prices, or price of grain, or the price of jelly.
All right, let's see if they're close enough for one group to see the other. They are not. So you get there first before one group can see the other and confirm.
All right. I will basically keep traveling. As we start getting closer, and we notice them. I'll look and pretend like I'm talking with the shadow about. Oh, maybe these people would like some. We have to get rid of them somehow, and I don't feel like charging them since they're almost need to be thrown out. And as we get closer, I'll be like, "Excuse me, there." And I'll like wave a hand up.
They have their swords drawn that they just finished fighting a crack out bear.
Are you all right? Do you need help?
This crazy bear tried to attack us. Anyway, looks like one of those merchants. Captain, Lieutenant, stand down.
Oh, that would have been us if you guys hadn't been there. Oh, I don't even know what I would do. You said a crazy bear. What's wrong with a bear? Bears aren't usually that aggressive.
I don't know. This this a this a this was a crazy bear. We had to fight him off. He just would not go down. We tried every friendly method, and even swords couldn't bring him down instantly.
Um, oh,
And as far
I
as
mean,
I'm concerned, he has no magical powers. So he has no magical power. So it's not just a drunk off druid or anything like that. It's a German bear.
yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe the bear claimed this road as his territory, but that just doesn't make any sense. Ah, well, if he was giving you guys a tough time, I'm pretty sure me and my colleague would be chopped up in a matter of seconds.
Tell me
Ah,
about it. Thank God we had to patrol. Thank God we had to have a mission to go to this specific area.
or I'm gonna like look at them, and be like, "Are are you guys part of the king's army?"
Yes, there is. Although, of
Oh, and like my guy will give a bow. Oh, apologies, I didn't. No, I'm so sorry for not recognizing you guys. It just the shock of the bear alone. I did not know. I thank you for taking care of this bear, even though this wasn't a normal bear, but still, thank you.
those turns like, no problem.
Wow. Uh, well, actually, I think you might actually be perfect for this. As me and my colleague, we're gonna head up to the next town over. See, we're a merchant that sells food. We help cook some food, set out a stall, and we charge some people decent prices to tastes that are exotic per se. Something that not more people can get, but get at a decent price. And well, if you guys want, how many people are here?
About about 35 right now.
35. Hey, Matthew, check the stock. Do we have about 35 that, or more than 35 that we can give away?
SeaWorld?
No, I said Matthew. The shadow that's with me,
Oh, I'm
remember?
sorry. Yeah, you have about 35.
Oh, that's perfect! You see, we just, sell, you ever heard of donuts?
Ooh, I heard that delicacy, but none of us could afford not the king's salary at least.
That just breaks my heart. Once you have a taste, my friend, these are so sweet that you almost want to gorge yourself on it, but you have to be careful because you don't want to end up like me as I like pat my belly a little bit. But yeah, I do believe we have 35 or about more than 35 donuts that need to be tossed out. They're just about to be a day or one more day before we have to throw them out, unfortunately, and it would sadden me to throw out such good, perfect food that's still tasty. Would your company like a donut each for free, mind you?
I would say only 5 of us could afford it, and they're on critical mission. But if it's
Sorry,
free,
Kai, could
then
you repeat that?
I said only 5 of us can afford it, and they're on a critical
Only
mission.
5 of us?
But if
I
it's
only hear
free,
only 5 of us.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I can hear you. Can
Only
you hear
5 of
us?
us. Only 5 of us can afford it, and they're on a critical mission. But
Oh no, no.
but if it's free, then the
Oh,
rest of us will happily take it.
oh yeah.
And
For everyone here, everyone can have one. We have about say about 40 left, but we can each give you one. We do have some flavors: uh, strawberry jam, blackberry jam, raspberry jam. We even have it's like a few, but there's like 5 that have sort of like a whiskey inside it. It is. Oh,
okay, given the
it's not an
fact given the fact that this donut craze is cross country ride, give me a check with advantage to see if the five merchants will actually, if the five court sages will actually take the donuts.
What would that be? What would I roll?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. I don't see persuasion on my sheet.
I think I mixed up. Let me check something.
It's diplomacy.
Thank you.
Yeah, probably.
Diplomacy. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. D20 with advantage, so you'll be a +5, correct?
Yeah.
Come on. An 18.
It's just enough to pass. Like, we do have to rest before. We do have to recharge a little before. We'll do that. Then they all eat the donut.
Yes, and I'll make. Yeah, and each donut has the formula tie of the special formula. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh boy.
I'll start handing them out. Be like, oh, please take this, and the lieutenant or the sergeant who I was talking to, I give him it and shake his hand. Be like, thank you for dealing with that crazy bear. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful. I don't know if there's another crazy bear around here somewhere.
Oh yes, I don't know. Kind of worried now. If there was one, do you think it would affect its kids? Was it a male or female bear?
Definitely a female.
Oh no. Well, if the female's like this.
Unfortunately, he is about to let slip that the king doesn't have enough men to patrol the area to make sure that the area is secure. So and we're about to. I'm sorry. Forgot I said that. Anyway, let's finish this mission.
No. Thank you. I'm sorry that you had to say that. Us merchants, we rely on protection. Simple banditry. But if we now have to worry about these crazy animals, I may have to turn around and probably wait a day or two. Probably have to pay for an escort and armed escort.
Ask one of those what's it called, gearmen. Hopefully the executioner doesn't try to cleave their heads off. And one's like, you can, they want some gearmen to join the king's army.
These gearmen, I just got done passing through that town. I just sold most of my wares, but I'll have to go back and stay at the hotel again. I'll definitely probably ask for an escort. Thank you again for letting me know and for killing the bear. We're gonna have to Matthew, we're gonna have to turn around. I'm sorry, but if there's
there's a crazy bird that's hopped up on something. I'm halfway through town already. Come on, dude.
Well, do you want to take the risk of being mauled by a bear?
No, he's halfway to town, as in, he's playing it off as saying he's scared of the bear and he's going back to town to hire a gearman or two.
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna have to turn around. We'll have to get this We'll have to get this cart turned around. Please, I'll get out of your way so you can do your business. That food, though, those donuts, they're really good to eat on the move too. It's not like most other meals. You can eat it on the go, and you still will. And once you've relaxed, then that donut will help you out.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I've been Fort Mart.
I'll give a bow as I back away to get out of their way.
And they eventually reach Sho'Nuff's camp and start the enchantment process power him up to godly levels again.
I will. Yeah, I'll head back to town and meet back up with William. Be like, all right. I will say this: I hate acting like that.
They ate it, so hopefully that'll shut down their powers for a while.
Yes. I'll have the Shadow keep an eye on them to see if they actually do. Well, if their magic even works or not. Hopefully it doesn't, which then can give us a whole new opportunity.
All right, let's see. Well, the magic is going to be affected, but let's see how badly it's going to be affected. Ooh.
That's massive.
Yeah, the next time you fight Sho'Nuff, you'll see the difference. Because he is coming. Because the next day he is coming back, and it's bringing his twin associates with him. He still think he's all powerful.
All right. I'll look at William. I'm actually getting my confirmation with the Shadow that, maybe he sees like their magic's different, like it seems weaker than before.
Like, something seems off about their magic spells. It seems weaker than before. He's not the walking tower of depth and power he once was, but he thinks he is. If he's a great actor, he doesn't realize he's not as strong as he used to be.
Arrogance can be a very deadly mindset.
Like, if we get that siphon gauntlet away from him, he's pretty much a pushover.
All right. I'll look at William after confirming that with the Shadow. Say you may leave, and I'll look at the merchant
Is
Shadow.
that gauntlet made of metal?
Magic metal.
So it's metallic.
Well, yeah, it's a gauntlet.
Okay, then. Good thing I've got the magnetic glove. That's one of my inventions.
Yeah, except he's literally wearing it in his hand. All you have to do is clutch his fist. He's not that weak.
I'll look at William and be like, all right.
Yeah.
So from the confirmation I got from the Shadow, it seems like the magic that they were trying to beat him with, they did confirm that it did look odd, almost like the spells were very weak, almost non-existent. And probably by this morning coming up, he'll be walking in or trying to walk back to the city with 20 men. Now,
then we'll have a small army.
Yes, if he has to go through one of the main town entrances, I can station Jaegers on top of the wall and have a much more mass presence of gearmen overlook the gate and at the gate. Do you have anything else that might turn the tide? Maybe that gun, that massive gun that you had? Or should we save that for, or keep it secret?
For later. We'll set up a few of the automatic muskets. Those in a few windows. We can get rid of them if we need to, but we also have numbers on our side.
How many gearmen should I have prepared for that entrance?
Oh.
All of them.
Yeah, as many as we can spare.
Well, from the list I got, minus the 4 dead, we have about 396 available with 20 Jaegers. I will start. You want all of them, correct? All 396 gearmen, is that correct? Alright. I'll start sending out messages. And Ty, I'm gonna get some messengers and we're going to start sending out messages for the gearmen to meet at the gate that the executioner is going to go through. The Jaegers are going to get their message to go, like, before even the gearmen arrive, to start to set up their dive positions near the entrance, pick out areas to either stay hidden or have good vantage so they can snipe down. And basically, the main orders for the gearmen are, we will not let him through the gate.
Mm-hmm.
He is not allowed to set 1 foot inside the city. We will do everything we can to stop him.
No. Let him into the city. Kill box. Between 2 buildings.
Alright. I'll change the... Whereas I'll also head out to the area that's going to be a good ambush. Do you want me to roll perception tie to find a really good spot that can basically get a
no, because you know and rebuild the city enough to know where the ambush points are, so it'll be a waste of time.
Alright, yeah, I'll head there. I'll start instructing the Jaegers to different positions. I want to, every Jaeger's going to have their own spot and basically set up a multi-layer kill zone. We'll have some gearmen standing near the road. We'll have some hidden, and the rest will move in from two different directions, or how many directions we have them surrounded, so we can set up kill boxes. We'll also set up gearmen inside buildings, so that way they can, once they do, they can peek out the windows and fire, and we'll make sure that the civilians are at least somewhat alerted, and that the civilians will be disguised by gearmen. So the gearmen wouldn't have their outfit, but at least they'll be disguised as to look like regular people to not draw suspicion.
Yeah.
Right.
We also have marksmen in buildings, a couple machine guns set up, just ready to just end him and his people.
Meanwhile, while Veb's asleep, you hear the voice of Sister Hart and Lady Cole, like he was hit with what? Jesus! Let me cure him real quick. See if we get back to the fight. And Veb is at full power again.
And without a doubt, Snuffles and Mittens were looking at the two with white kitty eyes and white
pretty much
eyes.
a nun and Sorcerer Council cleric.
Oh, the amount of pony kisses and tiger kisses they gave, I can imagine.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Are you right, son?
I feel like I can carry a buttload of wine right now.
Don't worry. I restored your power to full. If you excuse me, I got talk with a missing associate. He has to get involved in this as well if that site was still in play. It's like if it hits hard, the curse will still be in effect, so be careful. AKA if it's a critical hit, the curse still activates. That was one of the spells that was one of the spells the King's Cleric it negates that rule.
Alright. I will
Good.
I'll probably walk in to check on Kiri, and I probably see that he's probably full strength now, he's probably probably carrying shit, he's so happy to carry heavy stuff again.
You're seeing him carry a buttload of wine. And yes, a butt is actually a unit of measurement.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know, it's funny. I will
126 gallons or 475 liter barrel.
So you actually see Lady Cole and Sister Hart racing out, going out to town to make with their associate.
Look at Veb, be like, I'm guessing you're back to your usual self again.
Of course I am. You want some rye? Of course you do.
Well, we may have to hold off for now. A plan's about to initiate soon.
Ooh, what intrigue are we doing?
Well, thanks to William's help, and it seems like it did magically well, we will set up a nice little ambush for the executioner, caught in a almost impossible to escape kill zone. Every gearman and every Jaeger is being put to this task. We already have an area set up.
Not gonna lie, I want to have my chance to cut his head off.
You will in due time, but for now we'll have you on reserve. We want to try to will them down as much as possible before you even decide to get close to melee combat. That scythe is still a danger, but if we can somehow get it away from him, then he'll be nothing but just a normal guy. Then I will make sure to release you so you can get your revenge on him. You will have to wait for my signal, though. You do not jump the gun on this.
That really sucks. It's a scythe, you said, right? And yes. I remember it was a scythe.
Yes. If we can get the scythe away from him.
I had a friend in the order that knows a bit of magic. He always loved using what he called cooking book. I'm not exactly sure what exactly that spell is specifically, but it made metal dangerous. A scythe is primarily wood with just a metal blade. So now they can't use that for that. Where are the termites when you need them?
Oh, don't worry. If the plan works out, he shouldn't have his scythe on him when it's time for you to exact your revenge. Now, get some rest.
Yes.
I'll let you know. I'll wake you before the plan starts.
All right.
As you will get in position.
Yep. And then Veb will put down a buttload barrel down, which I actually looked up how much that would weigh. Oh, Jesus Christ.
How much?
126 gallons in pounds.
Oh, God.
That weighs over 1,000 pounds.
Maybe Major Bloodspike can help you. since it's still waiting till for 4 o'clock for a couple hours for the prisoner to
Calculator, please give me the freaking thing.
I will talk to
Okay, the calculator finally came in. 1,049.439 pounds. So 1,050 pounds for simplicity's sake.
Damn.
Yeah, Major Bloodspike is nice enough to take off his armor to help you since he's still a freaking dwarf and
we're dwarves. We carry stuff.
Yeah.
I will
Good Lord, I didn't realize a butt weighed that much.
What are you gonna do, Scrap?
Would it be possible to get Major ready? Would he want to,
Paladin himself. Unless he committed the crime, he can't touch them.
Well, he committed murder on 4 innocent people. Not 4 innocent people.
Unfortunately, guards aren't considered innocent, so he's not. Unless he commits a murder on an innocent civilian, then he could touch them.
The Gearmen are
civilians.
They're a private organization.
And also, you forgot there were 5 heads. That other person was not a Gearman. They were a teacher. They were just an innocent teacher caught in his wrath.
You might want to let the Bloodspike know. Because he thought it was 5 guards that got killed. He didn't know one of them was a teacher.
Yeah, I will basically like we'll have like the head of the person, like if he remembers that head of that fifth individual, and I'll look at him and be like, that person was not a gearman. That person was a teacher. I have his records.
Wait, what?
And I'll hand him the record. I'll hand him the records, and it's like, it has his face drawn and like his name and everything, and he sees occupation teacher.
Like men stand in a hotel. Like stand in a hotel just in case the transportation comes early. He pretty much walks out with his after helping a vet, he walks out with his sword and shield. And he starts powering as if he is summoning barbarian like strength.
We will need your help for the coming plan. Head to this area at this time. There you'll be meted by Veb and other people. We are preparing something for our little executioner friend.
Oh, yes.
Once I give the signal, you and your paladins and Veb will move in. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you have to cut off an arm and a leg. But make sure that once his scythe is away from him, and he can no longer use it, or it's out of his reach, you will move in. And, William, do we want to capture this executioner or execute him now?
Well, the problem is we're involving a paladin.
No. The reason why his paladin's going alone is his god can allows him to kill if it's a criminal, if it's a dangerous criminal. So he can kill him.
Yeah,
because remember that Shadow was a teacher.
Yeah.
That's also why he's leaving all the other paladins behind, because their oaths are different. His oath is if they're an asshole, if they're a dangerous criminal asshole, and they're a danger to the public, you can kill them.
Yeah.
Yes, I make up a god, but still.
So, William, it's up to you. Would we try our best, and I'm going to say in quotation marks, to capture him, or have him lie in the street?
I personally would suggest a gallows.
Like I personally suggest the prison island. Have sorry.
If we're going to kill somebody,
have Lord Monday have fun with him. Who knows? Maybe be part of his experiment to make this Death Knight or whatever he's gonna call it.
With all due respect, Major Bloodpike, he committed a terrible crime in our city. I will allow you to arrest him in your own fashion. But as long as you agree to this, we will give him the rightful punishment he deserves for his crimes against our people.
All I have to do is arrest him. I'll have to say who's going to commit the whatchamacallit. Once I arrest him, huh?
Yes, you can arrest him. I don't care how rough you have to be, as long as you get him arrested. And I give him a little wink. Then, as long as he's arrested, I mean, he may resist a lot.
Trust me, I wish for him to resist a lot. Usually, point out his shield, then he actually sell from the dried up blood after all these years that he arrested some people who resisted before, and it didn't end well.
Oh, trust me, brother. I got a score to settle as well. And I take out my axe he's bound to resist arrest. And I look to Bloodpike. Here, Bloodpike. I look to him and basically am like, I'm smiling, but if anyone was looking at it, they'd probably think it was like a Joker smile.
Yeah.
And Mittens is right there, and she's like huffing and neighing and just
Yeah, because he remembers that he almost cut her head off as well. I guess I'm making a canon that he came this close to Bobby's head off before she's like, it's not worth it, and leave.
Alright.
and Snuffles. Snuffles is just being a tiger, probably sleeping.
Like,
Well,
alright, so is everything
So
all
we have-
set?
I do believe so. We have the automated muskets set up in kill zones and buildings. All the Jaegers have picked their position to snipe. Every gearman has either is hiding in a house ready to pop out of a window to shoot, or hidden somewhere so they can surround him so he has no way to escape.
William, it's probably a terrible idea, but explosives to basically try and break them into a ditch or something where they would have to take extra movement, extra time to get out of, or just something to bury them in rubble. Like I say, a terrible idea.
Actually, William,
Yes. Explosives
If you-
wouldn't be a good idea in this situation. Too much collateral damage.
Hence me saying a terrible idea.
well, I think we have everyone ready, don't we? We have all the pieces ready. I say, William, are you ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Veb, Bloodpike, are you ready?
Right as I've got ready. I told the rest of the paladins to stay at home. My god allows me to kill, their god doesn't.
Understand. Alrighty. And I'll also get the twins to see if they'll set up sniping positions as well.
Oh no, they're already set up sniper positions already ready.
Excellent. Alright. Alright, well, I think if we have everything ready, let's exact some revenge.
As they march to town, 20 guards flanking him. 20 guards flanking him. We're taking this town in the name of the king. Anyone who tried to resist, no one's going to try to resist. And he pulls out one more head before the cast was set off. Unless you want to have this guy.
Whose head is it?
No, it's just another what you call it? Gearman's head they decapitated before his time ran out.
I'm going to be set up tied in either a large church tower or somewhere high up to where I can see him, and basically you're ready to initiate this ambush. I'll say on the earpiece to all the gearmen in position, all the Jaegers. Once my shot goes, the plan will initiate. Remember your plans. Remember how to execute them. On my go, we engage him. Alright, so I do it. Do I see him walking down?
You see him walk. You see him walking down as confident can be, with about a bunch of guards, like pretty much laughing and joking, pretty much ready to take this town for the name of the king.
All right. I'm going to take. Do I see like the?
The mages left back to the castle, so
Yeah, I know. So it's just him and those 20 guys. I'm going to take. I'm going to get ready to initiate this. Once he is in the kill zone that is marked, I will begin my shot. I will do study target first. I will include my sneak attack. I'll also do Jaguar's Grace. Like, I'm literally doing everything in this one shot. And I'm going to aim directly for his arm, his dominant arm that holds the scythe. And I'm going to take careful aim.
all right.
And I'll also do Painful Strike, which if I do hit, he gets a -2 for all rolls.
All right, give me attack roll.
Or actually, oh yeah, I can actually do a disarm action as well because I do targeting, so I can actually disarm him if I hit it.
And it still uses touch.
Yes. Alright, so... Okay, I have to do a fucking major roll. D20 plus my dex, which is a 5.
Please be good. Please be good.
I know, shut up. Plus 5 with... that's sneak it. Is the sneak attack damage, or do I roll the 3d6 for the damage or for the hit?
For the hit.
Plus...
Remember, you have to. Right now, you have to beat the 20 because one of his spells is gone. That boosts it up to 25. So you still gotta be a 20 with a normal attack roll.
And then Jaguar's Grace. Yes, no. Then Vital Strike I will use, which I think gives me an additional +5. Correct, Seawall?
What was that?
Vital Strike. Do I add an additional +5 to my hits?
No, Vital Strike is increasing damage. It has nothing to do with hits.
Oh, increased damage. Okay, so I'm gonna do this roll first for the 3d6 so I get that out of the way. So that is a 13, so then a /d20 +5 +13. Just making sure. Yep. I'm gonna spend a hero point.
Remember his
touch AC.
Remember like I just said. His
Leaf, do you want to know what
his AC has been reduced because the spell that would boosted his AC is gone.
Leaf,
So 20.
Was it?
Do you want to know what the DC was to hit this guy?
What was it again?
20, like I said.
No, 20.
Like I said, it was originally 25 for the first fight because he is boosted to hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, at 22
hits.
Time for the fun part. Damage. This is a plus D. How did the damage go for the musket? This was a D12 plus a 16 plus. I was doing gun training, so that's an extra +5. And Vital Strike gives me... Yeah, it doesn't... It's a +3, right, for Vital Strike?
I believe so. One second, I'm looking for something real quick. Oh, there it goes. Here it goes. Because he actually has a damage bar. Of course, I'm going to use the picture from Last Dragon. Where do you think I got the name Sho'Nuff in the first place?
I just didn't know if you were really gonna. Alright, you ready for demolish?
Yeah.
A 33 to his strong arm that
Where'd you get a
he
plus
used.
16 in damage?
Wait, did I do the plus? Fuck no, it was a for the total attack bonus.
Yeah, you don't add attack bonus to damage. Remember, you need to do 2d12 because it's the weapon damage.
Oh fuck
Then
yeah!
plus your dex. Then plus 1, I believe, from the weapon itself. And then did you do deadly aim as well?
Yeah.
Okay, deadly aim as well, which would increase it by another 6. And then you've got it in. You're doing sneak attack, right? Because you did mark him as your
I studied.
quarry. Yeah, steady target. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's another. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull up the.
It's been a while since I've done damage. All right. I'm using all the cards here for this one.
Okay, so you're gonna want to complete. You're gonna want to redo that roll. Well, okay. We'll just do a flat 9 because you got to do it. Okay, so it can be a D12 plus 9.
D12
plus your dex modifier, plus 1 from the weapon.
Yep.
Plus 2d6 for your sneak attack. Actually, no, 3d6 because you're an executioner type. I think. Let me double check it.
Yeah. I'm executioner. So I have it as Slayer, Executioner, Sniper, and Musket Master.
Okay, hold on. I'm double checking it right now. Executioner. Okay, never mind. Your study bonus is a slightly increased. Study target. I got to double check what study target is. Okay, yeah. It's plus 3 damage. So hold on. Let me do the math / roll. It's 9 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1. What's your dex modifier? Leaf, what is your dex modifier?
Plus 5.
Okay, so you need to do 9. So you're going to do 24 plus 3 plus 2d6 plus 1d12. That should get you the accurate number.
2d6 plus what?
Plus 1d12.
Or d12. So
okay, so actually, yeah, he did 46 damage to this guy.
To his most dominant arm.
Yeah.
That he uses to hold the scythe.
Yeah.
As he screams, motherfucker! Who the hell?
Then, before he can even finish that, I'm gonna radio in. Gearman! Jaegers, initiate the plan! Go!
So the machine guns fucking pop out and just start wiping out the men behind him. I'm assuming we have other guys popping out of windows taking pot shots.
Yes, they pull up their shields to protect themselves.
Shield doesn't matter. Bullet goes straight through.
If we learn anything from Gate, it's a shield wall is useless against a rifle.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. How many of his men drop in the first volley?
I remember, there's 20 Jaegers, so each of them probably have their own personal target that they picked out of the guards.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of fucked up trying to subtract this goose life points.
Yep.
Anyway, the guards drop one by one, and you hear, and when it comes down to 2 or 3 guards left, you hear a song starting to play. Like you hear a flute starting to play, and you notice the guards are now just standing still. Like, I hear a voice like, I'm sure you, Ah, brilliant plan. Beating them as they're weak. Eh, but I still need these two guards alive. They're dangerous. He has dangerous items, which we we have to remove. That's the order my borrows in the head sorceress of the Sorcerer's Guild. Nothing more, nothing less. You can have him as you will. And he starts to play music. To these guys, I'll say this one and this one are now charmed.
Okay. So I guess we just lay on the hate onto the executioner until he's dead.
Oh,
Just
wait,
keep going.
Did he drop his scythe, Ty, when I hit him in his arm?
I'll do a strength check to see if it's like a fucked up strength check, then I'll say drop.
Remember, he gets a -2 because I have that in the strike.
Oh god, that old Girls in Panzer armor in a nutshell.
He holds on to it.
Damn. Even with a painful strike.
Wait, he has a +15 modifier to strength?
Oh, I forgot. That was the strength before when it's souped up, so -5 for that. But it's still, but 12 is still enough for him to hold on to this scythe.
Ty?
He's a boss. I'm expecting all 5 of you to fight him at once. I was going to wipe the what's cause out in the first system anyway.
Okay.
All right. But is he like having a little bit of trouble holding it, or like he's like fully like he has the full grip? He's having no problem.
He's having a little bit of trouble.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my.
We can then work on that.
Actually, I'm gonna use my magnetic gauntlet on that one.
On a scythe or on his gauntlet.
Well, we're gonna take the scythe away first.
All right, which requires another strength check for him.
No, it doesn't actually. It's a different attack. Let me double check what the rules are for it. It's been a little while.
All you have to do is just hold on, just grab his, clutch his hand.
It's a CMD check. I'm doing a disarm action at range. It's a special thing I can do with the gauntlet. Give me a moment to double check the rules for it. Okay, so magnetic glove. I've got it empowered. 60 feet. Steam right. Level plus intelligence modifier plus empowered. So that is. Okay, I rolled a 37 on my CMD check.
Even that 20 doesn't help.
Yeah. So basically,
it's forced to drop the gauntlet for now.
No. I targeted the scythe.
No, it's forced to drop the scythe for now.
No, the scythe flies through the airs and into my hand. It's the magnetic gauntlet. It's what it does. It lets me grab unattended objects.
All right, now he no longer has the gauntlet on him, right, Ty?
No, he still has the gauntlet. He just doesn't have the scythe anymore. The gauntlet just allows him to not get hit with poison or anything that paralyzes him.
But he no longer has his scythe on him, correct?
Yeah, so he's pretty much unarmed.
All right, with that, Curie, you're gonna get a message, and so is Bloodpike. He's disarmed. Get him now. Basically, give the massive signal for Bloodpike and Curie. Go get him.
Yep, popping into a Slim Gem,
And I hope I didn't
And
make you for that.
And Mittens gets nice and swole, as does Snuffles.
Let's see now. Shield, pick shield tackle or his hammer. Actually, he could do both since he's technically a guardian. Since he's technically what you call it.
Are you trying to figure out what to do for Blood Pike?
Yeah. Like his hammer hits for 22. His shield tackle hits for 6, but he's pinned to the floor.
Kiri,
Go ahead, Kiri. Finish
kill
him
him!
off.
Kill him! Use a blunt weapon and pop his head like a grape on the ground.
I will Gallahan this thing, and I will take my hammer and Gallahan him as if his head is a watermelon.
Remember, you have an effective +4 to your attack.
A +4?
Oh. Yep. You get a +4 versus prone enemies in melee. -4 if you're doing ranged. Oof.
Attack 1, attack 2 with my hammer?
Did you charge him?
Yes.
You only get 1 attack.
Oh, 1 attack. Okay, so the 32 then.
Remember, full round action for multiple attacks.
Does his head just pop like a watermelon?
Well, he has to roll damage now.
18 points of damage. We also have Mittens. She absolutely would have at least gotten an attack in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hoof. The hoof.
He's pinned to the
plus
floor.
4, you said?
Huh?
+4.
And
+4 to the attack.
24.
That hits.
Yeah.
For an amazing 7 damage. The absolute minimum she could do. And you just gotta remember, I did say Snuffles was also coming with me.
You have all of your creatures with.
Yeah, like Shindu once said, as soon as it becomes my turn, this thing suddenly becomes an RTS. Turn-based strategy game? Yeah, RTS, that's what he said.
Sometimes it's just fun, which after my turn, which is pretty much run around and bash things, I just sit down and just watch him.
A 20?
That hits since his.
Also, there's an effective grab.
Yeah.
He's already pinned to the floor.
So, Kitty's doing fun. So I'm actually write the command correctly. Really?
Damn.
Really?
Damn. That is extremely unlikely, but you're piling on the damage.
Well, you have a freaking a tiger that may or may not be rabid at this point.
Uh-huh.
That's basically just doing everything and all that good stuff. And a dwarf. And a pony.
And
they're all buffed and pissed.
And 400 men with rifles.
Let me just point out the fact that these people are dead. Because by then the riflemen would have just built down the guards.
Yep.
And these people are charmed. And one of the charm people are going to walk up and attempt to grab the gauntlet.
Do I get a chance to try to snatch it with my magnetic glove? As it's no longer equipped, it's technically once he removes
No.
it. I mean,
You could try. Let me just roll through enough strength check to see if he can actually hold on to it.
yeah.
Versus pretty much a common person that's pretty much hypnotized. Well, then again, it's pretty much right in his face, so it's going to be touch AC.
Again, where is he getting that? Where's that regular guy getting a 15 modifier?
Like, you hear the voice again, like, you're having trouble getting that gauntlet. I shall help you. He plays a different song, and suddenly, sure enough, some strength drops like a rock. Like, there we go. All is good.
I have a quick question, Ty. Is the executioner now dead?
No, he's still alive.
Oh my god!
He had 200 hit points, so.
Jesus.
And I rolled piss poor for damage.
And those hypnotized guards aren't going to hurt him, even with no armor or gauntlet.
So wait. Oh wait.
Whoever's controlling this man, force him to remove it. Force him to remove the Sho'Nuff's gauntlet, so he's completely unarmed now.
So wait, is it now the Gearman and the Jaegers now going to hit the executioner now, or they were mainly?
Their turn already passed. That's how come all the other King's Knights are pretty much dead. They used their turn to finish off the King's Guards, while the other two was pretty much knocked out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll attempt to take the gauntlet, just because I like to make sure that these guys don't have, these things, unless they just because these things are dangerous and they need to be contained.
Give it to me. I will forget it exists.
I've got a vault.
Anyway, the only thing Sho'Nuff can do now is try to fight off the captain. So, unarmed strike, go. Because obviously you can't attack any of you guys.
Is the executor trying to fucking punch now?
That's the only thing he can do. He has no weapons. And he's not going. And it's pretty much pinned beneath Bloodpike's shield, so he can't exactly punch. So he can't exactly get up either.
Good.
Looks like he missed pretty badly.
Yeah, he badly missed.
Also, quick question: does this guy have improved unarmed strike as a feat?
Oh no! So he missed
just drew
completely.
attacks of opportunity.
Huh?
What if you do an unarmed strike versus and you don't have the improved unarmed strike feat? You draw attacks of opportunity versus other people.
Even against a person who's pinning you to the ground.
Yes. It's why you don't do unarmed strikes unless you're specifically built for them.
Yeah, that's why monks can be quite terrifying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you say so. Since he's pinned him to the ground, all you have to do, the only thing he can do is his holy hammer.
Oof.
For another 14 points of damage.
And then, Veb obviously gets his crack at him because he's also at threatening range.
Mm-hmm.
The other two. I'm also assuming at this point we've probably got, flanking going on.
This dude's all types of fun. That's all we gotta say.
Like, Web, are you flanking with blood? Are you flank? Is you or your animals flanking with blood pike?
I'd imagine yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're like on all four corners at this point, just completely surrounded him as they beat him up.
Let me know one more time, then see if I can get back.
Yeah, oof.
That'll be Veb. This will be Mittens. Okay, Mythbeater's just crashed. You shouldn't do that. Okay, there you go. Mythbeater's finally works. Jesus. That was Pony. That was Mittens. And now let's just get Snuffles. A 20? Really? Does a 20 hit?
Yes, says his AC is 20.
Oh.
So 20 does hit.
Why are you doing multiple attacks? You only get one from attack of opportunity.
That was
three
Mittens
people.
And Snuffles.
Oh,
3 people.
3 different people.
It's just that meme of that poor dude getting the shit beat out of him by 4 dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that JoJo meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's going on right now. It's just a JoJo beatdown.
Minus 16, minus 9. So that's 20, 24, 26. So 25. My brain decides to shut off. And one more. Goddamn.
Oof.
Rum.
Alright, he's still alive, but it's very not looking good.
Yep.
We can keep doing this.
Yep. I'm gonna try to snatch that gauntlet using my gauntlet, magnetic gauntlet.
Oh boy. So that means he has to go against the strength check of a freaking
27
guard versus 9.
Yep.
The gauntlet is out your hand. The gauntlet is out the guard's hands and it's flying towards yours.
Yep, I catch it and immediately put it into my what was it? And previous turn I put the other thing in the I've got them both in my little technological version of bag of holding. So it's in there right now. It's just chilling along with the other things. So they're there now. And I'll just at this point I'll just watch the fucking show. Watch the brutality, man.
What are the twins doing, Ty, right now? Are they?
They're gonna shoot him.
Yes. No, remember, I think it's Megan is the one that does the shooting. Michael does the close combat.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I remember, we were talking about it.
Yeah, I think so. So add +5 to this.
Yep. So just start stabbing.
She missed, unfortunately. Oh wait, +5, so she hits.
Oh god, what's her damage?
1d10. Actually, yeah, it's assassin, so 2d10s. Forgot. So 15. He's still alive. Anyone wants to finish him off, or should Michael do the honors?
Feb, you do it. Say something before you kill him.
Oh. I just need to make a bit of headroom. 30 to hit.
Obviously, that hits.
For an additional 21 points of damage.
As you hit him again, pinned against Blood Pike Shield, he just looks at you, pretty much like, "Let me go, motherfucker! Let me go!" Before he flips you off and falls unconscious.
Oh, unconscious. Mittens, do you want some pre-jerky meat?
Like, 1 second. You're under arrest. Okay, go.
What?
The blood Pike just says you're under arrest. Okay, go. Pretty much officially arresting him for the murder of that teacher.
Good. I'm then going to sever his 2 hands, specifically at the wrist. I'm then taking that goddamn scythe, if it was still within his possession.
No, William has it, and
I've got it
Good.
stored.
and now the charmed guards are going to ask you to give him to them so he could put in his storage.
And I am going to freaking tie up his arms. I'm also going to tie up his legs. I will then use a connecting rope to connect those 2 sets of ropes, so he's basically pure hogtied in the most intense manner you can think of. I don't want this guy to even have a chance of escaping. And that's even after I chop his hands off.
Oh boy!
Like, after tying him up, I'll put him like a sack of corn on the back of Mittens, and I will follow Bloodpike. Where shall he be tried?
It's your city. It's your city. All I'm here to do is arrest him.
Can we count on you as a witness?
But of course, I was there when I saw the heads fall down.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Emily's Tavern is always a home for you.
Thank you.
And Veb, along with Mittens and Snuffles, they walk off towards the figurative sunset, but they are actually going to William, saying, "So, where do we bring him?"
Before you go to William, you just hear, like, on your earpiece and all the gearmen and all the Jaegers hear, "To all men in the operation, Geronimo, repeat, Geronimo, target has been captured." You probably hear, like, a lot of guys probably celebrating it.
Meanwhile, one of the charmed guards, like, you're now hearing the voice from, you're now hearing the bar's voice coming from his mouth, like, good job. I thought I had to interfere for a minute, then drop it and put a counter spell on him, but you seem to handle this thing perfectly. Nah,
Who is this guy talking to?
he's talking to William.
Okay.
But he's speaking to him to the charmed guard as he stops playing his flute. Now, if we could just hand over those weapons so we could save them, store them, this guy will be well on his way. I don't like to get involved.
We can contain the weapons just fine, thank you very much.
Say again?
Sure they're safe. We can make sure the weapons are kept safe and secured.
Of course. We always need more kindling.
These are very powerful, very dangerous weapons. We really need to secure them at all costs.
What would be the realistic outcome if we used them as firewood?
I can tell you now that that would be very bad. But we have some of the best magical containment, some of the best containment methods out there. Combination of both magic and technology, far superior to pure magical.
Ah, yes, I've seen these containment units. They're very good, but tried and true. But I need some tried and true methods. No offense to you guys. I've been watching you for a long time, and for me, this is the most impressive feat you've pulled off yet.
Oh. Look, we were the ones that took him down. We're the ones that have contained him and captured these. Thus, technically speaking, we've now seized his property as part of the recompense of the families, as well as to the city for causing the terror, things like that. I mean, are you planning on denying these families a weregild?
Ah, damn it.
As well as
Yeah,
a fee for as well as a fee for us capturing this man, dangerous man.
even even as a even as a even as a bard, as a member of the Sorcerer Council, I have orders, but as a bard, I can't exactly deny it. I'm going to have to hear from Lady Black, don't you? You understand, right?
Of course, but I would at least like to negotiate a rough price, so we would have an idea of the value here that we're dealing with. So basically I'm trying to negotiate a good price. I'm trying to negotiate a good price.
You're trying to negotiate a
Yeah,
good price
yeah,
with a legendary bard.
yeah. I may not be the best, but I've got certain advantages. So I'm guessing I'm just rolling my diplomacy.
Yeah, with disadvantage since, like I said, it's a legendary bard.
26.
Eh, this, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah. Ty, what is the rough cost of these two items in rough value? How much are these things worth? Because I don't know off the top of my head. How powerful of magic items
These are legendary items. Start at platinum, as in at
got it.
least
So
5 or 6 platinum each.
you mean 50 or 60 gold?
Oh no, okay, 50, 60 platinum then.
So 50, so 5 to 600 gold, which is even worth a +1 magic item. Bro, we're in the thousands of gold. We're in the tens of thousands of gold territories, possibly, man. Possibly even beyond that.
All right, almost 10,000. All right, all right. Thanks,
Okay,
Jim
let
Pan.
me pull up
All right,
magic weapons.
so 10,000 gold each.
Okay, because 10,000 gold. Let me pull up magic weapons for Pathfinder. Okay, I'll. Okay, so this thing is so these things are equivalent to +2 magic weapons.
Yeah,
They're only a +2 magic weapon.
Technically, there are +2 magic weapons.
Do they have any additional features on them?
uh,
Okay, well, I mean, if they're just +2s, in 10,000 each, is actually a pretty good price. Normally, +2 is 8,000 gold, but I'm guessing there's some additional stuff to them.
yeah, like
Yeah.
obviously, if you get hit with a critical, you can't be healed with any healing magic anymore without the holy magic first. That's what happened to Veb last session. And the gauntlet also protects from and gauntlet turns your tuck attack into your AC.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, these are bullshit items.
Yeah. Well, for bullshit items, they're not worth much. You do realize a +5 is 50,000 gold, right?
So 10,000 gold is enough.
10,000 gold's a +2 magic item. That's a pretty low level magic item.
Like, okay, 20,000 gold. 20,000 gold. I'm going to keep upping the price until it's a proper price.
What do you guys think? Should we go for more?
Try to go for a cool,
I-
maybe 25,000 to almost 30,000.
Sounds like a decent range.
And plus, remember, this is also because remember we got to do a man who died.
Yeah. Plus it's the weregeld we got to pay for as well.
Like you have like 5, 6, 7. You have 8. Yeah, 8. Yeah, 8. Thing from this. Yeah, 8 people that died from Sho'Nuff's rampages.
Yeah.
And that's also going to count towards, money to give to the family, the funeral cost.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll subtract it.
Because
I'll have the king pay. I'll pay for it now, and just have the king pay for it. Just stop by Orca's Tavern, and the money should be right on the piano key, right on the piano.
Yeah. Yep. So something. Got it. So a nice big pile of money. So
yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to worry about the weregeld side of things, just because that's going to be tricky to calculate, like based on daily salary for the next 30 years kind of stuff, 40 years kind of stuff. So what I'll do is we'll kind of hand wave that. So what are we going to get? Like 50,000 gold for the party.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So that's nice little pile of gold for each of us.
Very nice.
You're telling me? Holy fuck!
Yeah. So let me just add that to my gold supply.
So wait, how are we splitting this?
I say we split it 4 ways. Unless you guys want to do a 5-way split, and then 10,000 gold we just reinvest into our holdings. You guys want to go that way? 5-way split?
We'll do 10,000 gold for each of us, and the 10,000 that's left can go to either improvements to the city or other stuff.
Got it. So
And at this point, he stops playing his flute, so the guards just passed out from the spell he put on him. So these two are unconscious now.
10,000 for the town or improvements onto town even more.
yes.
10,000 is always good.
Like Leylon Bloodpike gets a word like, my guests are here, unfortunately.
Oh yes. Before you go, Bloodpike, I'm gonna call for 50.
Say again?
Right, listen, I'm gonna include 50 Gearmen and 5 Jaegers. I'm gonna call them up.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna pick out the 5 Jaegers, but call up for 50 Gearmen, and then tell them, listen, I need you guys to do something as well, as we were talking about earlier. You're going to follow Major Bloodpike. There's going to be some dangerous prisoners coming their way. They're going to have to stay for a little bit, unfortunately, due to the boat being late. It's going to be personally tasked with you guys to help with Major Bloodpike with the security and guarding of these majorly dangerous prisoners. I don't even see you guys even talk to these prisoners. You are there to guard, not to conversate. These people are very dangerous. If they are let loose, untold number of people could follow Major Bloodpike and help him with security for these prisoners. And I'll look at Bloodpike and be like, if the prisoners were to, say, try to escape, do we have a right to either capture them or...
Yes, you do have a right to kill them if you could kill them.
And I'll look at the Gearmen and Jaegers.
Three of them gale from sadomasochism. Hell, they're pretty much a serial killer family. 3 of them cut themselves for. Yes, I'm taking from Sass and Batman, so shut up. Three of them cut themselves for every victim they have. And the last one is a cleric. I don't know how she got her powers, but she used it to extend the torture, if you will.
All right. But I will look at the Gearmen and the Jaegers and say, if they even try to escape at all, kill them. Don't even give them the satisfaction of wounding them to recapture. Kill them. If they try to escape.
And as you say that, you see over the bridge a couple of very powerful sorcerers, like keeping an eye on a family, a family that's pretty much wearing Hannibal Lecter mask. Even mask for a little kid like 5 or 6 years old, but you see scars on him, but you see a couple of scars on him, like he's enjoying this, like this is a field trip for him. And obviously, the one that isn't scarred up is the cleric.
Yep, the Gearmen have their orders. If they try to escape, even at all, they are to die. Don't even give them a warning shot. Don't even wound them. If they try to escape, just make sure they die. I don't care how you do it, either slow or fast. Just make sure that they cannot escape. If they try to escape, kill them.
Yes, sir. Jeez, they finally caught these people? How they do that? And, well, if you see Emsel's bar, if you stop by Emsel's bar, you saw how they got captured. Pretty much, you remember Tamina's party? Like, Tamina has her armor in a sling, one of them's in a wheelchair, one of them has a broken leg, and one of them just has his head wrapped around.
Hey, I'm gonna get going here.
Alright, so I'll drop this off with one thing. They found out why the boat was late. Because they're using one of your boats, because a second boat's gonna come down with the princess and a couple of zombies on board to pretty much take out the king once and for all. This was the final straw for her.
Oh, I'll be intercepting her. I'm gonna need to have a little chat with the princess.
Well, obviously she's coming to this town first to set up. So obviously, yeah.
Yes, I need to. I've got plans. I'm going to be doing some research into making that dominate person golemoid implant.
Yay!
Yep.
But yeah, that's the reason why the boat was late, because she's coming on the regular prisoner transport boat with about a bunch of zombies. And at least a couple of those Hell Knights ready to take down her father once and for all.
Okay.
So, okay. Guess we can set up for next week. Unless you have plans. Let's say you have plans, or you want to fast forward a week.
I mean, continuing doing research into various things, checking in on mining, things like that. You know how it is.
Yep.
Like
checking in on Hoxus and all that good stuff.
Blood Price taking a drink with you. Blood Price taking a drink with you, just not the hard stuff, since he still has a job to do. To me, his party is very slowly recovering, so they'll be in town for quite a bit of while. Sorry, Tabitha's party is going to be quite a bit of a while because, well, one of them's in a fucking wheelchair, which means all of them got fucked, and it was their freaking paladin, so all of them got fucked up.
Oh, also, I'm assuming the prince, who's one of my head teachers, he's still he's still at the school. I'd like to continue. One, I'm going to check in with his wife. The assassin that I've brainwashed into long conning him into keeping him loyal.
Yeah.
I'm going to check in with her first. I'm assuming she's. I'm guessing we're still fairly early in the pregnancy, so it's not showing yet.
Yeah, about. I'd say about halfway in.
Okay, so it's showing.
Yeah.
So I'll check in on her, and I'll ask her about how if her husband's showing any doubts to this city, or if he's remaining loyal.
He's remaining loyal, but he's not. But after this stunt that his father pulled, he knows that he has to get off the throne as fast as possible. He knows his sister is coming, but he thinks she might need some help.
Good. Continue your job.
Yes, sir.
Then I'll go see him. What I'll do is I'll just basically kind of slip into the back of one of his classes and just wait for it to finish.
And class dismissed.
I'll walk up to him and go and just kind of offer my hand to shake. Just being pleasant. So how are things?
Given that to go to a funeral from one of my coworkers soon. Father's gone too far.
Yes, he has. But I don't think removing him is the right solution.
What do you mean? Everyone knows that the only reason the executioner isn't a truly. The only reason the executioner wasn't put down till now is because of fancy words. It says pretty much assassin, which is pretty much the truth.
Well,
I'm pretty sure there's more heartless people he could convince with money or power, or just play out a sociopath.
Well, what was it?
To replace him.
I'm kind of thinking. Last I checked, as a player, we control basically his noble court at this point. We control.
The only person who didn't control is the executioner.
Got it. So,
but he could just hire. Another one. Hell.
But
Ooh,
but remember, who does he go through? Is he going to do all the hiring process himself personally, or is he going to be utilizing his head guard, his bodyguard, his tax people, his noble advisors? Who is he going to task with it? Because if we control them, ergo, yeah. Well, no. This is me talking out of character, Ty.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of leading you to something specific.
No, I know where it's going to go. I'm just saying.
I'll just say, yeah. I'll just kind of lean against his desk and go, would you believe me if I said that the political alliances have shifted away from your father in recent days? That the executioner was the last one that was truly loyal to him?
Go on.
With everything that's changed, your father's in a gilded cage.
I heard the sonnet played earlier. That means even the Sorcerer Council is not protecting him anymore. If sorry. If Lord Grand is starting to play his songs to weaken him.
I just kind of walk over and look out the window and kind of look over it and goes, and just remove. And sure, he's a villain now, but would it not be better if we were to use him for better ends?
How? He's a power-hungry madman who killed his own father-in-law, killed our mother. sent his executioner to kill you and your friends in order to get the Gearmen over to his side.
And he's failed. Now he's getting desperate, and very few know that the political allegiances have shifted away from him to us. So, what if we were to use him to help further our goals? You see the good work we're doing, but at every turn, the council's starting to stymie us.
That's gonna be hard. My sister are a bunch of ex-prisoners, ex-personnel zombies.
Let me deal with your sister. You can just be some. You could prepare her by trying to calm. I'm presuming you two still have a good relationship.
Yeah, she's actually looking forward to her niece and nephew soon.
And I've been slowly suggesting the concept of a constitutional monarchy to her. But the thing is, if we just remove your father, right here, right now, she takes over, and the Sorcerer Kingdom's able to wash its hands of it. Sorcerer Kingdom, the Sorcerer's Council, let this go on for far too long. You've seen the horrors he's committed. Why not?
Unfortunately, we got the one who likes being counselor the least, and only does it if it has no choice. That's Lord Grand. He's a bard that prefers women and wine over doing his job, but when he does his job, like you can see, he does it well.
Yes, I understand that, but what I'm getting at is, what if we have him do one final cruelty that tips the scales away from the council? You believe in our mission, don't you?
After all this, after seeing a psychopath, after I've seen that psychopathic family go to the streets, waiting for the prisoner boat to arrive. This is going to be interesting.
And that magic, and that clearly, the magical systems become corrupt and stagnant. It's not stopping people like this. They say a good game, but they really don't, do they? They don't really stop the evil in the world.
Hell! Remember one of those people from the psychopathic family is a cleric. So magic's actually helping them in their horrible crimes.
Yeah, Ty, you see where I'm going with this. I'm trying to walk him into going lawful evil. I'm trying to walk him down that path.
I know. So. I play a lawful evil character in Shidu's campaign.
Yeah, so this is...
Wait, you're lawful evil? I just thought you were just chaotic evil.
Oh, sorry, chaotic evil, my bad.
Oh, wow, yeah. It's hard to have a chaotic evil in a game, because they're so hard to keep in control.
Well, we're pirates.
We're pirates. By default, we're hard to control.
Got it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I'll just kind of, again, I'll just continue kind of, so, So, my thought is, and don't worry, we can use this as another opportunity. There are elements of the guards that are irredeemably corrupt. The only reason we only keep them in check is because we've gotten a relationship with the captain of the guards, but it only can do so much.
I understand. Wait, what? As he gets a message like, wait, he's going to do what?
There's a message that's come in?
No, a message just came in. And he's really like, what in the fuck?
What is it?
He's gonna let that psycho family go, and they're gonna replace the executioners.
Oh, that just won't do. Where's that family currently?
Currently in your prison, surrounded by a couple of paladins.
What are you willing? I'll just basically say, what are you willing to do to make sure that they stay out of it? That they don't become some sort of killers for your father.
Not exactly strength to fight. Not exactly strength to fight them, or not exactly strength to fight them.
I reach into my thing and I pull out. Well, I could make sure that I could give you some pathways where you could put this above their cells. As I hold a brick of blasting clay.
Like they're gonna die anyway, especially that little kid.
The question is, what are you willing to do to prevent them from going under the sway of your father? What are you willing to do to prevent him from spreading his corruption further, causing more problems? What do you think he would do to your wife or kids? I saw the looks he was giving your wife.
Wait, what?
No, he was lusting over her. I think the only reason he didn't go after her is because he had other affections, and I've been hearing he's getting more and more frustrated because he can't find them.
I heard that he's trying to chase a bar owner, a paladin, and even one of your men, women.
Yeah, and I've had to expend great resources to keep them one step ahead of him.
But if they're gonna let that psycho family go, gotta make sure that means I guess that's gonna be hard. Can't exactly sneak past three paladins.
I just go, let me worry about that. As I said, all you need to do is make sure it gets to the right place. As I kind of explain some of the designs of where he will put the explosives where he won't be seen. Yeah.
And I guess this is a good time to leave off because
Yeah.
obviously it's a lot on plate. The king's going to.
I'm convincing him to do something that will likely kill the paladins too. Again, I'm corrupting him.
Like I said, there's a lot of play because the paladin. Only blood pipe could actually survive that explosion. The rest of the paladins will probably get killed if we get too close.
Yeah.
So, Ty.
Yeah.
How goes? I haven't checked in a while, but how goes the growing of the new plants that I have acquired? Some plants that may have not existed in the record or are thought have been extinct.
Oh, the plants are going just fine, actually.
Are they in like a greenhouse in our little hidden manufacturing facility?
Yeah, remember?
Oh yeah. We set up a nice little greenhouse for you.
And I was gonna show the twins all the lovely flowers.
Yeah.
They probably would know some of them, and probably know some that have been presumed to be extinct.
Yep. Well, I guess I'll get wandering myself since we're finishing up right now.
It ends. Yeah, this session ends with Margie Muta and a couple of her personal guards arriving on the ship to pick up that family. So let's see what it goes from here.
Yeah, this is excellent ambush. So and by
the way, enjoy level 10.
Oh, nice.
level 10?
Oh, do you know what that means, Golden Leaf? I just got Profession Farmer jacked to fucking 11.
We need to
Yeah.
I need to talk to you probably someday because fucking now I have to see what I can get for level 10 for my dude.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna get wandering, guys. I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna get a bite to eat and then relax for the rest
Yeah.
of the day / do laundry.
Yeah, I have to take some.
Same
medicine.
here.
Yeah,
So,
Kiri. Take care, Seal. Yeah, Kiri.
Or donuts.
Kiri.
Yes.
Take a look at the tabletop or the Pathfinder chat. I wanted that to happen to the Executioner.
Highwaymen, Bonnie and Clyde. Oh yeah, I recognize that movie scene.
Where even after they die, they still come out and shoot their pistols at them. That's what I was imagining. Like even
double
after
double tap is not enough.
like
Quadruple tap.
I even imagined like you chop off his head. I thought you were gonna like chop off his head, and then like I approach some of the gearmen. Like we all just start still firing into his body, just making sure that he's dead, even though his head is no longer connected. Oh my god. Well, that was the most excellent ambush we could ever do. I told
you jumped that poor guy. Now,
Kiri, I told you, arrogance is a deadly thing.
That it is.
He thought he was all big, bad, and tough, thinking he had his full. Ty, did he even have any magic protection?
I think he had one magic protection, and that you can't shock. You can't shock him. You couldn't shock him.
Oh, that was it. You gotta imagine, just like he's walking to town. He's probably. I'm surprised he wasn't like concerned. Like, why is there barely any people out? And then next thing you know, he just hears before he even hears the shot go out, he just fucking gets hit in the arm. And then next thing you know, all of his guards are just fucking rattled down. They're fucking just all executed.
But yeah, but now I also realized that there's only 2 guards left, and they've been they was hypnotized at one point. So that
So
means there's no King's guards left. So he's gonna be desperate.
So
to refill his numbers.
Oh yeah, is the execution now dead or is he in prison right now?
I assume he's in prison. That's up to you guys.
Oh yeah, I want to put him in prison, but before we even, hey Kiri.
Oh my bad. There's 32 guards left in the royal court.
Yeah. Hey Kiri, how would you like to be part of a firing line as an execution? Where you can give the orders for the men to fire.
As long as my axe can be used to ensure death.
Oh yeah, what we can do is, I think this is how the execution will go. We'll have him on trial. Of course, it's like he's going to be charged with the killing of the teacher. We'll also put in the attacks on the gearmen, and let's see what else. We could probably come up with a whole load of charges. Have the witnesses there. Everyone at the tavern, Major Bloodpike, like his sentence is sealed. He'll get his verdict read. It's kangaroo court, but he's in the center of the courtyard as people are probably yelling at him, probably throwing tomatoes at him. As every gearman's out there, creating a hallway for him to get to this singular. It's a very large dirt mound. And there are 6 guards there, or 6 gearmen, with you, Kirian, the best outfit we can give you for a gearman, like your gearman commander outfit, and you give the orders for for them to lower their rifles and fire and all that, and then as he gets hit with all 7 shots and he falls, you come up and you fucking chop his head off.
Of course, I will give the civility to check for a pulse before. If I get any hint of a pulse, done. Head comes off. No pulse? Okay. Our men did their job.
Yep. Oh, we'll make sure the men, they hit the vital parts, but maybe they give you one last killing blow. I mean, it makes sense. He's the one that, tried to kill you.
Yes.
And I imagine we have him in an interrogation like seeing what else he knows, and maybe Curie, like, you just walk up and you start just throwing shitload of pocket sand into his face. As he's like he's bound to the chair, so he can't like move, and like we're holding his head in place as you're just throwing pocket sand into him.
The power of pocket sand.
It is the ultimate power move.
We will think of a way to make this executioner suffer. Because first is going to come tortures, because we want to see what he knows.
I mean, go by death by scaphism.
Scaphism?
Basically, we tie him up, we put him into a canoe, we keep force-feeding him milk and honey that causes him to have diarrhea, and then insects and all that stuff just decide to take roost.
Oh, okay. Curie, me and you, one day before the session starts, we will think of an execution method.
And you also have Lang Shi, like death by 1,000 cuts. But that just seems too clean.
Yeah. I kind of like the milk and honey, but I also like the old Roman way of doing it, was put them in a burlap sack.
Oh, put them in a burlap sack, chuck them in with a burlap sack. But in the sack, there's also a dog, a snake, and a rat, and something else.
I think it was a monkey.
Yep, a dog, a snake, and a monkey.
And just push him into the river. There's loads of ways we can. Gary, we'll think about it before the session starts in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
We will think of an execution, but then first we gotta get our 2 cents. You know, you gotta really rub it into him that he failed and he wasn't as powerful. I imagine you just fucking taunting him the whole time of, "Where's your big strong powers now, huh? Always have to rely on magic."
Yep.
While you, the Chad
just relied on pissed offness
and his own muscles. Didn't have to worry about magic. He's strong. He's been in the gym.
All right, so look, I'm going to reveal part of the DM. So, with his muscles and strength, his death scythe is 5d d20 damage.
Fuck.
Like once you reduce him to his normal strength, it's 2d10 damage.
Wow. So he was really relying on that magic.
Yep.
Holy fuck! So wait, he would have had so magic enhance 5d20s, non-magic 2d10s. Holy fuck! Wow, Kiri, we
lucked out.
Those donuts came again. Donuts win the day.
Yes.
Yes.
We must establish our chain.
Now, yes.
Expand it.
Now, yes. Grandwood saw this bullshit of a fight. Resurrecting anyone who that has head cut off, and dropped and used counterspell as well. So counterspell, what's going to be here no matter what to make the fight even. But
I'm still imagining, as I gave the signal for Kiri and Bloodpack to go in, like, you guys just you each came out of a different corner of an alleyway, surrounding him, and just beating the ever-living shit out of him. That was fucking hilarious.
Well, remember, Bloodpack started off with a one-handed war holy hammer right to his head, then tackled him to the ground.
And I don't like how you say it, and Bloodpack goes, "Oh, wait, before any of that, you're under arrest. Okay, now you can do it."
He still has to do his job.
Kiri, I could definitely see us somehow turning Bloodpipe to our side. From the way he's been seeing this shit go on.
Disillusionment is a very powerful drug.
Well, remember, Kiri, you have 3 favors you can ask for Bloodpipe as long as it doesn't break his paladin oath.
What, you have 3 favors from Bloodpike?
Well, yeah, I just didn't want to make him very blatantly drink. I figured having him, get broken down through what he witnesses, that would make it a lot easier.
I mean, what I mean, what he was repaying for not helping you by punching a tree all night. Like, it was crazy.
One of those 3 favors, I'm planning on having to be a godfather.
Oh.
So I kind of have to figure out what exactly would be my other 2 favors to effectively make that work.
Remember, the only thing he can't ask is to break his paladin oath. So.
Mm-hmm.
But still, Curie, imagine if we can get him very disillusioned, especially with how everything happened. Where his oath alone almost caused you to die.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably considers you a very good friend.
Which kind of terrifyingly probably involves me almost nearly dying a few more times. Just to help break it. And realization of, he is my friend. What is more important? My oath or my friend?
Especially when very trusted friends are hard to come by.
Especially one that's asking you to eventually become a godfather.
Oh yeah, that will eat him away. That will eat away at him thinking, and it's just, ooh.
If something happens to me, please take care of my child.
Yeah, that will just. Whew. Hey,
technically, there's nothing evil about this.
I know.
If it's actually an actual Godfather stuff, the Godfather the movie, then yeah, there's nothing evil. He could just say, okay, sure.
I mean, Curie, I like how it's like me and Seawall, we have our own evil way of doing it, but me and you, we're just like, let's make donuts. Let's run a bar together.
Let's be capitalists.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm probably probably the next session, I'm going to introduce the twins to you more. And like they'll start working at the bar too. Maybe Michael will start learning how to make alcohol too. Because
that will make sure that Mike knows how to make good wine.
Oh boy,
good stuff.
All right, so as you can see, it puts it on what you call it on the roll 20. This is the death cipher with the first death cipher was the one without his powers, and the second death cipher was the one with his powers. So
I can't see it. Can someone tell me the numbers?
All right, attack 13 for 20 for 14 damage.
Oof.
The ones with his powers was a critical, so that'll be 122 damage. Plus, you can't heal anymore.
Dude, I would
without holding
my health
magic.
is at 99.
Huh?
My health was at 99, so if he even got close to me, luckily I'm a sniper, so I stay far the fuck away. But if he would have somehow run up and hit me with that scythe, I would have fucking died.
Snuffles had the most health. She has like 105 HP or something.
And remember, he attacks twice, so.
Oh god, yeah, you wouldn't survive. So basically, we just took down a
very well.
Boss. We took down a big little boss and got paid for it as well.
I'm keeping that scythe. I don't care if it's cursed. I don't care if it corrupts me. I don't care if it decides to whisper sweet nothings into my ear. I'm keeping that scythe.
Grazgo's probably find a way to get the scythe because, well, he knows it's dangerous.
I know, because Curie, when I was talking with Ty about the twins, like Megan, she's the cook, but she's also the ranger. Michael is more of the poisoner, and he gets in close for stabby stab. So, I mean, poison's not too far from alcohol. You just have to change a bit of things, but.
Also, here's something from the DMs. What was planning to happen with the twins? Sho'Nuff was going to kill one of them.
Oh, really?
Note to self: figure a way to get castor beans.
So the fact that you intercepted them before they got back to the ship was a smart
So
move,
wait,
because that means
so
you
wait,
saved both their lives.
he would have killed one of them when he got on the ship with them?
No, he would kill one of them when the first fight started, and they were still on his side.
Fuck.
Thus,
I got really
even though we're
lucky.
supposed
So
to be
the fact that you that you pulled them to the side before they got to the king's ship was a smart move, because you pretty much saved both their lives.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would have been totally different if my guy would have figured out that one of them died by his hands. He would be really big.
He'll tell them at Enzo's bar, so everyone to know that. So you'll see it firsthand that one of them deaths.
Oh, that would have really fucked up my character.
Quick question: how difficult is it to acquire castor bean seeds?
All right, y'all take care. I'm gonna get going here.
Because that's literally how you make ricin.
I'll have to think about it. For now, I'm overdue to take this medicine. Plus, I want to kill some people for a little while. I take care, dude.
Yeah, take care. Kiri,
Have a good one.
Kiri, our donuts saved the day again.
Mm-hmm. Donut dip will become the next future.
Actually, Ty, quick question.
Sure.
After we gave the donuts to the King's Guard or his Royal Guard and the 5 mages, are they now talking about how good the donuts were?
Yeah, they are. Even if they are almost outdated.
And those are the old ones.
Yeah, those were the old. That was like one day before throwout. Imagine how much better it would be if it's fresh out of the oven.
Right.
But to be fair, some of them had the fresh donuts before.
Oh yeah, so see, Kiri, I told you making donuts would be fun. I didn't think donuts would save our lives so many times or just change the game, but it did.
Since obviously they're not going to go with their hoods down all the time to your tavern.
Capitalism.
Capitalism at its finest. All right, y'all take care. I'm gonna get going here.
Yeah, let me get going before we talk for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta get started on dinner.
All right, peace.